Hello everyone, I'm here with Molly Burke and she's actually known from YouTube.
You would probably never think of this, and that's fair because you live with sight and that's who you've always been and how you've always lived.
And for the ones that don't know her, Molly is actually blind since her teenage years. Molly, and you're here at the World Economic Forum and you spoke a little bit about how it is to live with this disability. So you're trying to break the taboo?
Yeah, I'm trying to be my authentic self. And I think a lot of people have this idea of what disability is supposed to be, what disability is supposed to look like because of the way we've been portrayed through media historically. And that's why I've taken to YouTube, to social media, to share my authentic expression and my authentic self as a disabled woman to break down those barriers and stereotypes and misconceptions that exist.
And you also want people to actually look at you, right? Because I feel like sometimes when you're outside and you see someone in a, you look away or.
Yes. Yeah, society has this idea that they can't look at disabled people, they can't talk to us, it's us and them, and they're almost scared of us. And they're scared of us because they've been told, don't ask them questions, don't talk to them, don't look at them. But I invite people, look at me, ask me questions about my guide dog, ask me questions about what it's like being blind, because that's the only way we break ignorance is through education.
You spoke about sometimes about the problems that you face. Just tell me what happens to you sometimes on a daily basis.
You know, the reality is, being a disabled woman in today's world, I am still discriminated against every day. There's still places that will not give me service, that will not allow me in due to the fact that I travel and navigate the world with a service dog. There are places that will try to charge me more money because I can't see how much it costs, or give me the wrong amount of change back because I can't, count the amount of money I have there on the spot. So things like that still exist and still happen.
And how do you fight against it? Can technology help?
Technology can help or it can hurt. It depends on the intention behind it and who's designing it. So with universal design, with accessibility in mind, when we design products for everybody, it really helps bridge the gap between disability and ability. But when companies don't take that approach and they don't care to think about accessibility and design with that in mind, then it only continues to separate disabled people further from the rest of society.
Is there an example that you can give me of a good technology and maybe something that forgot about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think anybody in the disability community can tell you that the #1 leader in universal design has always been Apple. Many years ago, Steve Jobs made the commitment that all of his products would be fully accessible to the blind and the deaf right out of the box. No extra cost. Every single product has it built in, and that was something that had really never been done before. So that, I would say, is certainly the world leader. But there's other touchscreen devices that aren't being made like that. And so there are times now when I go to pay for my coffee at a coffee shop and the entire ATM machine or card machine is all touchscreen and I can't use that. So it really depends on who's designing it and what their intentions are.
What about voice recognizing devices?
It's interesting. Smart homes really are the future for everybody, but particularly for people in my situation. For somebody like me to be able to talk to, this little robot that can tell me what the weather is and tell me what time it is, and it's incredible. So that is my future. I'm very excited to be able to have the lights turn on and off without me doing anything. The blinds go up and down. I'm very excited.
Why did you pick YouTube? I mean, it's such a visual medium.
There's so many awkward blind girl moments that you guys don't see. It happens often. Ooh, another one. When people go to hand me change and I have my hand out and they're holding the change out for me to take it. So we're both
And probably you also need help to edit your videos and all of that.
Yeah, I certainly have some incredible editors that help me out. I have an assistant and I have my mom that both work full time for me. So, they help with the filming and that kind of stuff. But for me, I chose YouTube because YouTube was a community that I grew up on. When I went blind at 14 and I lost my friends, I turned to YouTube. I turned to the beauty and the fashion and the lifestyle girls on YouTube who were talking about the same things that I would have been talking about with girlfriends in real life, but I didn't have them anymore. And so I felt this incredible connection to what those girls had done for me, because they didn't feel like I was watching TV, like mainstream entertainment. They felt like I was watching friends and making connections and building community. And I wanted to be able to build that and bring that to other people through my own content.
It's amazing. Thank you very much for being such an inspiration for everyone out there. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.